Today, though, it is time to play ball. The Phillies' latest playoff run starts tonight. The Fightins are hoping to secure a World Series title, but first they have to make it past the defending champions, the Los Angeles Dodgers. Our Ross DiMattei, he is live for us this morning at the team store now with a look at the apparel, the goodies people can sport starting tonight. Hi, Ross.
Hi, Jan. So, yeah, we know that Red October returns tonight, and part of getting ready for Red October is being properly geared up. So, really no better place to come than the Phillies' new era team store. This is right along the third baseline here at Citizens Bank Park. And look at the display that they've got. This is the official postseason merchandise. So on the one hand, we've got all of the National League East Division champion merchandise, which of course you want to sport and celebrate the regular season that this team put together, second in the National League and first in the National League East. But then you've also got the Red October stuff. So we showed off the hats earlier. If you want to commemorate the division championship, of course, they got the rally towels here. They've got the pennant. They've got the bats that are customized with the NL East champions logo on there. But, of course, it is time to turn the page, right, to Red October. So I think this is going to be probably your best seller. It's October. It's getting a little cold out despite today's weather. So you're probably going to need the sweatshirt. Look at how good that looks. Blasting Red October for everyone. The Phillies, you got the bell in the background. That's a great-looking one. But as Kate mentioned, it's going to be a warm one today, so maybe you want to go with the T-shirt. How about repping the Philly Fanatic? He's got the goggles on, ready to celebrate, not to mention the hat version as well. So you can match hat, T-shirt. Then you've got the Red October rally towels. These are the ones that everyone's going to get who's in attendance for the game, so that's exciting. You're going to see that sea of red around the ballpark. My personal favorite, though, Jan, it's got to be the Flava Flav style big bling piece. You know, I got the big gold chain with the Red October. Phillies on one side, Red October on the other. My colleague, Waukesha Bailey, actually spoke with the fine folks here with the Phillies and their merchandise department, their marketing department, about where to come and why everyone wants a piece of this. Take a listen.
It's Red October, and yes, we have a lot of Red October gear. We're ready to go. It's Philly, you know, we're passionate, we love everything, and that just signifies this exciting time of year where our team is on the field and ready to rock, and it just builds up the anticipation and excitement for hopefully what is a very successful run in October.
We love that. You got to look the part. And I think we have the graphic here showing the rest of the fan lineup for today as we get ready for game one of this series between the Phillies and Dodgers at 10 a.m. That's when the store opens up. They open this up specifically for us this early. They're not going to open to the public until 10 a.m. And that's when you get your hands on all this merchandise. At 3:30, that's when the block party gets started. We got music by DJ HBK, 40-foot merchandise trailer with even more goods, kids activities, plus the food trucks and free giveaways. And then the ballpark will open up at 4:08 for the first time. That's when the gates open. You can get your rally towel in your seat. 6 o'clock, that's when you want to be in your seat. If you have tickets for tonight's game, you'll get the national anthem, the ceremonial first pitch thrown out by world champion Mike Schmidt, and then first pitch of tonight's game is at 6:38. We've got Christopher Sanchez taking them out for the Phillies up against Shohei Ohtani of the Dodgers. It should be one heck of a matchup, Jan, and you know I'll be looking the part with all my Red October merchandise. We're ready to go, baby. Let's get this thing going. Game one tonight here at Citizens Bank Park. Cannot wait. I'll send it back to you, Jan.
Ross, I too am a fan of the blink. You know, I haven't met a shiny object I didn't like. So put that one in your goodie bag.
Yeah, I don't want to take the 5-finger discount here. We might have to ask somebody. The only thing would be better is if we could maybe get like a little spinner action on there. Like, yes. I'd love to be able to spin it around, but, you know, we'll still take it. I still think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, take that idea back to the designers. Once we make it past this round, they can update the gear a little bit so we can get another round
there
of it.
There we go.
Thanks, Ross. See you at 6:30. Appreciate that. And here's a reminder for you now. SEPTA will be running express trains to the sports complex for tonight's Phillies game. And those trains will run along the Broad Street line every 10 minutes starting at 3 o'clock this afternoon. By the way, those express trains, they're also running for tomorrow's Eagles game. Today is the big day, as we've been saying. In less than 10 hours, the Phils will take on the Los Angeles Dodgers in the first playoff game of the National League Division Series. The Fightins are hoping to secure a World Series title, but first they have to make it past the defending champions. Our Ross DiMattei is live at the bank for us this morning with a look ahead at all of the action, joined by some special guests this hour. Hi, Ross.
Hi, Jan. Yeah, what a glorious morning. Still 9.5 hours to go until first pitch, but really never too early to start talking about such a great matchup. The Phillies welcoming in the defending world champion Dodgers, and I am joined by a couple of Phillies legends. We got Mickey Morandini as well as Dickie Noles here to my side. Let me start with you, Dickie, because I think the first thing that jumps out to me about this matchup is the pitching matchup. Of course, we got Christopher Sanchez, our ace, who's been rock solid all year long, up against Shohei Ohtani, arguably the biggest star in all of baseball. What do you think about this pitching matchup, and why should Phillies fans feel good about it?
Well, Ohtani's been great. I mean, he's only pitched a few games. Sanchez been there all year long. And I think Ohtani's longest outing might have been 6 innings, and I know he pitched 5 no-innings against us. But if you remember that bullpen they had blew it, and then he pitched 6 innings his next game, and the bullpen blew it. And I think the last game he finally got the win. I'm not very sure about that. They may have blown that one, but I don't know. But hopefully blow a few this series.
I'm picking up on a trend here.
Oh, yeah, but I think that the difference is going to be our bullpen. I really believe Sanchez is coming into his own as a great pitcher, and I think he's going to pitch great today. And if Ohtani is, pitching great too, we always got to bullpen. So if I say the bullpen again, stop me, because that bullpen's got to pitch at some point, and I think their bullpen's been really struggling. But I think with Ohtani and Sanchez, I think it's going to be a great matchup. But I also like our team. I like our team better than them. I think the Dodgers are a great team, but I really believe the Philadelphia Phillies are the best team in baseball this year.
Dickie, Noles thinks that this team is ready to take that next step and unseat the defending champs. Let me turn to Mickey over here. You've seen it. We've all seen it the past few years, how crazy this ballpark gets, especially this time of year. Kind of a stark difference from what we see out in Los Angeles. What kind of a factor do you think that these fans can play the home field advantage up against such a great team?
They've been affecting games here forever. The Bert Hooton game, 93, 08, and then obviously the last 3 years. The Dodgers are a veteran team, but I don't think they've ever seen anything like this, and it's going to be crazy. When you're here, it's so deafening, and you wouldn't think you'd be able to feel this stadium shake. It's so solid, but when they're screaming and waving the rally towels, you can literally feel this stadium shake. It's amazing.
I was going to say, because on TV, it looks loud, but it's really not the same as being there in person. Like, what is that like when you're here? I've never experienced it, so I'm genuinely curious.
It's hard to explain. I mean, it's an unbelievable feeling. I remember when Harper hit the home run against San Diego. I mean, I couldn't even hear myself think, it was so loud in here. They're just they're hungry for a championship. We saw how they supported the Eagles and the parade and all that, and our parade in 08. They just want a winner. They want a championship, and these are the greatest fans on earth.
I would agree with that. And, they're saying that this could be the last roundup for this current group of Phillies. We'll have to see what's in store for tonight. Guys, I'm looking forward to it. Should be a good one.
Yes, sir. It's going to be. Get on out here, people. It's going to be very exciting. Like Mickey said, you can feel the stadium. It feels like the stadium's moving when you're up there. It really does.
And you'll be in attendance tonight, I'm sure?
Yes, sir.
He'll be feeling it. These guys both will be feeling it. We're hoping for a win tonight, Jan. Should be a heck of a matchup as we kick off the National League Division Series against the defending champion Dodgers. I'll send it back to you.
I have a feeling fans will not be seated, not once all 9 innings. All right,
Ross.
it,
Jan. This place is just going to be standing room only everywhere.
Mm-hmm. I have a feeling. All right, thanks so much for that update, Ross. Hoping to secure a World Series title, but first they have to make it past, of course, the defending champions. Our Ross DiMattei has been live at the bank for us all morning long with a look ahead. All right, excitement is building. Here we go, Ross.
Yeah, that's right, Jan. All building up to tonight's Game 1 against the Dodgers. And I'll tell you what, it never gets old hanging out on the field level. This is something that is so cool that the Phillies allow us to do. And we see the field crews are putting the finishing touches on the field itself. This thing is primed and ready to go, though. And I'm sure once we get 43,000 screaming fans in here, it is going to be insane tonight. Got a couple special guests who know all about that insanity. A couple of the Phillies Ballgirls I want to introduce you to. Samantha McClave and Kylee Guerrera, both from Bucks County, so they grew up Phillies fans, they tell me. So, ladies, you've been doing this for a couple of years now. I'm sure you look forward to Red October just as much as the players do. I'm going to start with Sam over here. What is that like when you get those 43,000 people screaming? You're on the field level, so it's like almost directed at you. What is that feeling like?
It is electric. There's no feeling like it. I will say during the regular season, it does feel like a playoff game, but in October, the fans really bring it up a notch, and it is so much fun.
Do you lock in like a little bit extra knowing that it's the playoffs? You're on national television. Like, it's playoffs. You got to go right now.
Yeah, definitely a little bit more pressure, but we just lock in and, have fun. Yeah.
I love it. And Kylee, you were telling me that you have to be a former softball or baseball player in order to even qualify for the job. So you guys know a thing or two about the game. So you're actually like keeping an eye on the game to know what foul balls may be coming. Talk to me about what your mindset is, and not to mention you have all those screaming fans going.
Absolutely. It is important to be locked in every single pitch. Throughout the season, you kind of learn what players are more inclined to pull on the ball and stuff like that. But I think, like she said, everyone brings it up a notch in the playoffs. So the balls are definitely going to be coming in even hotter than they were in the regular season. So you got to definitely be locked in.
It's crazy. And speaking as a fan, I'm nervous at home when I'm watching. I don't know what the energy is like here on the field, but it must be intense. Are you able to have fun, or are you as nervous as like the fans are and the team might be?
Absolutely. No, it is 1,000% all fun. The fans, you feed off their energy, they feed off of our energy, and it's just something like no other.
Something like no other. I'm so jealous you guys get that experience. Let me just ask you finally, Dodgers coming into town. We know that they're the defending champions. What can they expect in terms of the environment and the hostility that these Phillies fans are going to be dealing out?
Yeah, well, I don't think it'll be anything they've seen before. It's Citizens Bank Park. It's electric, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Do you know where you'll be stationed tonight so we can look for you guys out on the field?
So tonight, actually, another part of the Phillies Ballgirl job is to sell 50/50s for Phillies charities.
Nice.
So Kylee and I will be selling 50/50s for Phillies charities.
Okay, so there you have it. Buy plenty of tickets from the ladies. Help support the cause. Always goes to a great cause. And of course, if you're here in the ballpark, scream your head off. That's what it's all about. Jan, it's going to be an exciting one, an action-packed environment. It's going to be bananas in here. I'll send it back to you.
Fans are going to be just as exhausted as the team after this from standing and screaming. You know, you got to go hard. Playoff season.
And I got the early bedtime, Jan, so I'll be back into work tomorrow, but I'm sure they're going to be staying up late going crazy all night.
Yeah, you have a big excuse. You have a very early call tomorrow. Thanks, Ross.